Alright, got a brand new effect. I'm going to perform it and then explain it. Okay. We'll have a card selected for this example. We'll use the signed card. Okay. Right back into the middle of the pack. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is take the first joker. I'm going to send the jokers down to try and find the card. And we take the first joker, just give it a vanish like that. And then we show you it's not on the top. Okay. And it's not second from the top. It's not on the bottom or second from the bottom. Okay. We take the next joker, and what we're going to do is we're going to try and see if the jokers can actually find the card. Okay. So watch very carefully. X marks the spot. Just vanish the jokers. Okay. Make sure they're not on the top or the bottom. Okay. That means they would have to be someplace in the middle. Okay. So they appear in the middle. One card sandwich, and you can see there's the signed card. Now I'll do this again, even if nobody asks. Watch very carefully. Keep your eye right on the sign. You can see that the signature is on it. That going in there is the 4 spades, correct? So I will take that out, and I will actually try and vanish it. X marks the spot. Watch it go. Just give it a vanish. It's gone. And it has magically jumped back in between. Joker. There's the signed card. And there's the joker. I'll do this again. Watch. What I'll do here, set these guys down. I'm going to take it, I'm going to cut it right into the middle of the pack, losing it in there. And then I'm going to just give it a little riffle like this. A riffle, it flies through the air like a helicopter invisibly, and it lands right in between. See, there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3. Right in between. Look at that. Now, what I'll do here is I will do this trick in reverse. I'll do something here. Just give it a squeeze. A little bit of magic here. Watch what happens. You can actually vanish the jokers. Okay. Now we're going to take the card and watch. X marks the spot. We're going to just, before we vanish it here, we're going to show you there's nothing on top or bottom, right, in the way of the jokers. So watch very carefully. You're going to take it, you're going to rub it, do a flat palm, vanish it. Now we snap, it comes back. Right in the middle. So now I'm going to teach you this. It's a multi-phase. It's got a lot of subtlety. I like to think of the magic as kind of like a kata. You know, I'm also a martial artist, so I like to put economy and motion and different principles that you learn from martial arts into magic. So here's what you start off with. Okay, you have a card selected, have it signed. You're going to take out the jokers, or you can use anything you want here. You know, 2 queens or whatever. I use the jokers because of on the false counts. So what you do is, I'm going to start off, I'm going to do a top control here, okay? This top control, I'm using a gub. It's called a gub. It's a Gwyn utility backslip, and it's Scott Gwyn from his books. He's got a lot of, I'm going to be showing a lot of different things. He's got a lot of inspiration. So this is, it's got a lot of applications, so I'll make another video. I mean, there's a ton of stuff, but it's really good. It goes into the deck, and as it goes in, it's going to come out, so it's near the back, right? And I have different modifications for this, but I'm just going to show you the standard way. You can use your pinky so it doesn't flash down here. You can kind of bend it a little like that. What happens is when you come up, see, it just goes right onto the top. You can bevel the deck to help hide it, and it just rides to the top like so. See? And then as you square up the deck from this side, they see the hand's empty, and then it's right on top. Very, very clean. There's a lot you can do with that, and I'll show in other videos. I have my own subtleties on that. So you just do a quick top control, right? Or do do your favorite method. If you want to do it past, I think this is cleaner. But you come over here like this, you're going to take the first joker, okay? We're going to do the Erdnase Transformation, okay? So the way you do that is you're going to push this forward with your first finger and pinky, and then your heel palm is going to bring this card back. There's one card, and it's going to come right on the top. That will look just like you're rubbing here, okay? It's visual. So you've just brought one card on top. So you bring that forward. You should know this, right? It's a standard Erdnase Transformation. So you do that. Okay, that's the first one. Now what I do is I pinky count here as I turn in, as I'm pointing here, as I'm showing my hands empty. I do a triple lift, okay? Now what happens when you do a triple lift, okay, you do a pinky count, 1, 2, 3. When you do a triple lift, this acts as a double backer so you can cleanly show it, right? Then you take over this, your hand, you want to block here, because you're going to take over the triple. The actual card is there, right? You're going to take over the triple, and you're going to turn that over. Okay, then you're going to put that on top. Keep holding the break, and then what I do is I drop this, because this is very clean. And then I pretend to turn that over, and I'm actually going to turn the triple over again, okay? So what that's going to do is that's going to bring the selection and the joker back to here, right? I show this is not on the top, I show this is not on the bottom. It's very important to kind of keep everything looking the same. And then on this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Alan Ackman's Ultra Rub-A-Dub move. So I come over here, you're going to come on top, you're going to do the Ultra move. One card, that is like this, one card on top. As you come over, okay, you show this, you do the Vanish, okay. So that's Alan Ackman's Ultra Rub-A-Dub move. And then I show cleanly, see I show it's not on the top or bottom, okay. Now what you've actually got, your actual situation is it's here, right? So you have to load that in the middle. Now you could do a pass, but what I do is I do the center load, okay, which I'll refer you to Alan's. I'm not going to tip that, so just do a pass. If you don't know the center load, refer to Alan's. I'm not going to tip that on here, but you can just do a pass, or I'll show you what you can do. You can just do a gesture cut. And that would be, so it would actually be here, right? This is really simple. You show it like this, right? And then to cut the deck, you just simply, when you cut, you just flip it over like that. And see how it's going in the middle? It's a little bit tricky there. So it's here. You showed it's not on top or bottom. And then you just made a gesture cut as you're showing it's not on the bottom. You see, it's actually there. So that's a nice little touch there because it's like a gesture cut, right? You show it's not on the bottom. So you can do a pass, whatever you want to do. There's lots of things you can do, but you're going to bring that to the middle. So what you do is you spread the cards between your hands because you need the cards in your hands. You spread through and you reveal your sandwich. So that's the first phase. Okay, the second phase is the sandwich. When you bring this out, you're going to get a break on one card, and you're going to show this. It's a signed card, and you're going to steal this onto the back, this top card, as you square up. Okay, just steal that off. Set the deck down. So you've got one card on the bottom, right? Now, that's a lot of subtlety here. I'm going to do a reverse count, okay? Now, you could very cleanly show it again like this, which sometimes I'll do. They haven't seen it yet. Then I come over. Now, what that does is it adds, so there's a double in the middle. Now, I'm going to do something shown to me from Arturo Ascanio. This is Arturo Ascanio's one-handed spread. I learned it from him when he did a lecture at the World Magic Seminar in Las Vegas before he passed away many, many years ago, like 20 years ago. So he showed me this. You come over like this, and it's very clean. I use it for a lot of different things. So like I said, I like to think this as a kata because you're putting all of your moves together, right? So now you're showing here, okay, the card. Now when you turn over, your fingers, your middle fingers, it's going to take, because you're showing it, as you turn over, that contact is not going to move. And what that does is it just slides that back, right? What that allows you to do is when you take this out and set it down, it allows you to show this cleanly, but you're ready for the next sandwich, okay? So they can see there's only two here as you square these up and set it down. Now I do a rub-a-dub, and this is Gary Kurtz handling. As you come over, your thumb is actually going to be on the corner, and that's so they don't see this go across. See, otherwise they would see it. They might see it with your hand, they might not see it, but it's better to just hide it, okay? That gives you a clean retention. So you do a vanish, okay? Now you show cleanly, okay? Not on top or bottom. Now what I do here is I come over and I show this, okay? I show the first card and I flip it around, okay? And this is a Larry Jennings handling here. As you As you take this, you're going to turn this over. As you turn this over here, what that does is it reverses from here to here. Okay, it's basically using a face deck principle with only 3 cards. So again, first one you could show it cleanly. Okay, first one you turn over. Second one you tap. Then as you're showing this card and turn it around, that does the turnover. So what you've done is you've turned that over so that this is the situation, right? The signed card is on the bottom. You take this one out. Now what I do is as I'm squaring this up, I'm going to palm the bottom card, which is the signed selection. And I'm going to do a quick palm here. And then I'm going to add that on as I turn that over. So it's here, right? I'm going to add it right onto the top as I turn it over. What that does is it gets you in position so that instead of like this, you're like this, right? You'll see why. It's very clever here. You take what is the joker and you do a false cut. You can do false shuffle, whatever you want to do here, right? Just keep it on top. I do the I do the standing count, okay? And it's, look, so 1, 2, 3. So what I'm doing is very clever, and I'll show in other videos, other counts and stuff, but it's a standing count but with 2 cards. So it's all in the way your hand moves. So it's 1, then you're just clicking, you're doing nothing, then 3, and then you turn it over and you do Alan Ackerman's 2 is 3 false count, which is you're going to show, they'll see a joker, and then you'll switch that back so it looks like it's supposed to look, right? So I'll do that again. Really, really clever, right? So the standing count is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it'll look like it's been looking, the sandwiches, right? Now, you're going to make a gesture. Cover, nothing happens. Gesture, nothing happens. On the third one, you're going to side steal that card and do a color change, okay? You then do a triple turnover, okay? A spinning. So you can show this. Now, as you take this here, you're going to side steal the bottom card of the pack and then bring this up. And here's what you're going to do. You're going to make a switch, okay? So it's kind of like a spellbound, right? So this is your actual positions, right? You have your sandwich on top. You did the triple as you picked it up. And then what you did was as you set it on top, you made a side steal the bottom card to your right hand, okay? Classic palm. You then just pick up from the ends here into the 10th position. Now when you come over, you're going to let this drop and then just, so it's like a spellbound. It just looks like you're brushing the table, okay? But you've made a switch, okay? You switch for X card. And here's why, because you're going to pretend like you're going to vanish it, but you're going to make a feint. So the first time you don't do anything, right? You can go like this. You can do a feint as long as you don't flash the card, and you got to be careful. You don't want it to turn over, so you got to be really careful. So you just set it down, because what you have here is you have your sandwich. So what you do is you pinky count 3, and you make the Browy reversal. Okay, you should know that standard Browy reversal. That's to show nothing. Show no jokers on top, no jokers on bottom. Now you're going to set this here because you're going to say X marks the spot. It will vanish here. You show your hands empty. You come over and you make the tent vanish. Okay, which is just dropping it. The subtlety from the tent vanish from Paul Harris is to show the 2 fingers like this. Okay. Now you're going to make the vanish. Okay. So you condition them. You show nothing on top, nothing on the bottom, and then you spread the deck just like that and reveal it's right in the middle. So I hope you like that. If you like that, smash the like button. If you like magic and card magic and close-up magic, subscribe to the channel. And if you like to see the upper level, the next level magic, which is even better, my best stuff, I put on to, you can see the links. It's on the PayHip link and in my books on Amazon. So click on the links and check that out. Check out Master Magic University today. Thank you.